well, good evening or good afternoon or whatever it is technically. Um, was at the store today and ended up seeing one of these things. And then what are they? They're 27 bucks. So I always wanted to. Well, I knew better than to get them, but then I figured, well, if I get one, why not just get it and then I can open it and then see how good or bad this thing is. So let's do that. That's a better option, right? So this is one of those 5-pack boosters from Walmart. It's the Mystery Power Box. You know, it's funny because there's 5 packs and a chase pack. So I guess 1 out of every 10 has a vintage pack. You know, so what do we have here? Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage, Astral Radiance. So basically Sword and Shield or an Evolving Skies. Oh, I guess these. So Plasma Blast. So let's see what this is. Every time I open it, the assorted one's always Lost Origin. Or anytime I see one of these kind of things, it's always like a Lost Origin is the vintage. So let's see what we get. Let me see. Kind of crushed. It was the last one there, so you know you're supposed to pick up the last one and not leave any stragglers. So hopefully, oh, so there we go. There's our box. Half crushed it, just trying to open it, but it's intact. Mystery box, mystery box. What do we get? Let's do it together. So complete waste of paper, as I've always commented. So those are our packs, and then anything in here. Nope, that's just the bottom. Jesus, you could basically come almost through the bottom of this thing and take this thing out. All right, well, there's our flimsy packs, and let's see. So what did we get? Silver Tempest, Sword and Shield. Astral Radiance, Sword and Shield. Astral again, so 2 Astrals all day. And the silver. Fusion Strike and Scarlet and Violet. What a crazy setup. Well, for 27 bucks, that was probably made out pretty well. If you say 8 to 10, 8, I don't know, 8, so what? So let's say 8 per pack. So 8 times 4. You know, we're already at 32 plus the Scarlet and Violet at $5. So we probably made out pretty well. Well, let's go in reverse order here. But that's not the fun. I'm not just gonna keep them. Let's do something with this since we're recording it. So we'll open it. See what we get out of these awesome packs. So here's our Scarlet and Violet. See what we get. Crushing Hammer. Starly. Picnic Basket. Bombardier. Hypno. Reverse Crushing Hammer, and Great Tusk EX. You know what? I'll take an EX. It's already, we're on, you know, we're playing with company money. So Great Tusk EX out of that. There's the energy for you peeps. So 1 down, 1 to go. Or 1 down, 4 to go. So let's do Silver Tempest. I don't know that I've gotten very much out of Silver Tempest at all. I've opened a few, and I have a ETB I want to get to, but anecdotally, I have the most trouble opening Silver Tempest. But so this is this Sword and Shield setup, so I don't know the little take back and push forward and all that. So there's gonna be a hit in the middle of it. Let's do this. Let's get that out of the way for now. Get that right back there. All right. Sandy Gast. There's our reverse. I can already see, so I've already, you know, given away the ghost. There's our reverse. Normal. Energy. Quad Stone. More Pecco. Code card. Whamp, whamp, whamp. It's kind of funny because I actually, even to the point of, I don't know how you're actually, where they put the hit, like you know, with the more recent decks, I at least know where to look for the hit. You know, it can be replace one of the reverses or the hollow. But I don't know if you get a hit. I can't remember if you get a hit in one of these older sets. It's not, it's just last series. I don't know if it replaces the reverse foil or if it's in a different slot. Well, so let's do the Fusion Strike. I've gotten 0 luck with Fusion Strike. So, you know, anything's better than nothing. So I've gotten 0 out of it. Well, Fusion Strike, here we go. Let's see what we get here. Pants here. I don't like to do it that way. We'll do it this way. Gloomy. Aracuda. Snooble. Reverse. Toxel. Which I think means we get nothing. Cinecorch. Energy. Fusion Strike Energy. Sparkle. Dreadnought. Code. Well, in regards to the packs, put that Toxel up here. They're a nice set of packs for Sword and Shield. 27 bucks for 5 packs, 4 packs of which came from Sword and Shield. You know, it's a pretty good deal. You know, that's less than, I don't know what that is, 6 bucks. But when you throw in the Scarlet and Violet, it's a good deal. Now, have we gotten anything out of it? Well, no, of course not. But beggars, choosers, something like that. So let's keep going here. Now we're on to the Astral Radiance. That's our reverse and a Lucario V. So that answers my question. So there's our reverse, and then a poor pull, and then there's our Lucario V. So, you know, basic card, still a cool card. It's always fun to pull. There's our Energy, Noctowl, an Identified Fossil, and the code. So 27 bucks in. Clearly not the best so far, but at least we get to all see it together. Last pack, Astral Radiance, so the 5th pack in this set. I don't know which one was technically the variant. I guess the Fusion Strike was probably the chase, or we didn't get a chase, I guess. But we got 4 pretty decent things from Sword and Shield. So let's see here. Let's keep going. Combi. Drifloon. Reverse. And oh, a holo. So Adamant Holo. Energy. Bisharp. Trekking shoes. Magnets. The Magneton. And the code. So nothing to burn down a house. Nothing that we're going to retire on, obviously. Some fun cards for, you know, at least we got to pull something. For 27 bucks, there's some variability there. There was some things we didn't expect, so at least we got to see that. And we got our little Lucario V out of it. And our great Tusky X. We got some reverses and a foil. Or a holo, I should say. So, thanks for joining. Hopefully it wasn't terrible. Let me put some of these things away here. Get a little snapshot of it. So for 5 bucks, you make the call. Or 27 bucks, was it worth it? You know, clearly I wouldn't have opened it if I wasn't going to put pictures of it. I would have probably just said, oh, look at these great packs, and just tucked them away. I have a set of packs that I have. I don't necessarily, of different variations, I don't necessarily know what I'm going to do with them. I'll probably just open them ultimately because I don't really want to save them. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just have a huge grab bag of packs at some point. But I probably won't. So here's our So I'll end up opening them, I guess is my point. So there's our final hits. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.